it's pissing it down here. At our house, we have this outside light that last year we realised was dodgy as fuck, and when rain gets in it, trips the whole house. Anyway, turns out our landlord has turned it on without us knowing, so the moment it starts pissing down here, our electric starts going. But we've turned it back off and unplugged it so that it's got no connection now.
Have you considered fixing it?
Yeah, we've mentioned it to him before, so. But for now, it's an easy fix just to not have it on. All it does is turn a light on for the garden, so it's all good. Alright, we're ready to get back to it. If I remember correctly, bonfire, people drinking, dusk. There you go, I'm setting the scene by shouting words at you.
Why did this happen?
That's what was happening when I...
That was happening. I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't confuse me, Arnie, like...
I told you I was
Artorias.
sleepy.
Ah, okay.
She's gonna get drunk.
Oh, of course she is.
I did promise to buy her beer. Is the beer free or do you have to buy it?
Okay, first of all, they don't have beer, but they do have some strong liquor made from root veg.
That'll do.
Alright, cool. It's a
I
very...
would like
Go on.
I would like to go up to a man and do the same thing I did earlier, where I just go, "You look like you work out. Do you work out? You have the face to be in a play. Have you ever been in a play? I saw this play once, and you looked just
Look,
like
I'm gonna stop you there, love. You are way too young for me. And he just walked past.
God damn it. I just buy Artoria a drink.
Okay. I mean, they're all passing around this really strong liquor. It's, strong, burns on the way down.
I'm gonna get it passed to me, and then I'm gonna hand it to Artoria and be like, "Got you the drink."
Ah, yeah.
Excellent. It will not get passed on.
Right, so... Is the plan for the group to set out tomorrow after they've had... Yeah, okay. That sounds good. Alright, so the night goes down by pretty uneventful, except the Aeon Priest and the Baron are arguing over something in their tent. People can you guys can kind of hear them over the din of the fire.
Well, I am meddlesome.
Mm-hmm.
It does say that in my character description. So I would like to sneak up to the tent and listen in.
Okay, go ahead. For a sneaky sneak, you know what we're going to need? A stealth roll. So a speed roll, and if you have sneaking, stealth, any of those appropriately trained skills, let me know.
I do have stealth tasks.
Do you now?
Yeah, I do, because I'm meddlesome.
Nice. So, first of all, difficulty 4 then.
And I'm gonna edge. Then I press. Fuck me, I forget how this works every week. I don't feel like that rolled. Let's press this button. Bam.
So you lessened it to difficulty 3. Okay, so you sneak off towards the Baron's tent, and no one's really noticed you've gone. You're so sneaky that even some of your allies don't even notice you walked off into the night. And as you approach the tent, you stop maybe a couple of feet from the walls of the tent just to listen in. And can you roll a perception check? So an intellect check, but this time difficulty 2.
Well, I'm not. I'm skilled in perception as well.
Oh, so difficulty 1. I mean, you can't fail this unless you roll a 1. Okay, and inside the tent, you hear the Aeon Priest say, "Do you really think they're up for it, though, Baron? You see that one that skates about? She isn't exactly serious. She might not get the job done. And, well, come on. She's a nice girl, and I believe in her abilities. There's no need to put her down like that. Look here. I believe that woman that is with them, you know, the one with the big-ass sword and the Aeon Priest, her name is Artoria. People have heard of her." And that's when you hear the Baron go, "Well, yeah, that's why I went to her. Her reputation is fearsome, so that is why I decided that she would probably be the best. Look here, if they keep going northeast, they will find it. Eventually, and then they report it to us. The Queen doesn't want to waste her men. We will find it with these people. And you hear the Aeon Priest say, well, they better. Because if they keep stealing our artifacts, then we're going to have none left to help the Steadfast when the Gaians come. Oh, I know about that. And the Aeon Priest says, and the Queen will be disappointed in you, Baron. And do you actually do that?
Yes.
Okay, make another stealth check. Difficulty 4. Difficulty 3 because you're medicine.
I had to. There was no other choice. Oh, fuck it. Huh?
You literally passed. Like, you rolled what you needed.
Well, yeah, because I edged again.
Yeah. So, yeah, you rolled a 6, right?
Yeah, because I edged. I had to hit 4, I had trained, and I edged.
Right, so you do hear a slight silence in the tent, but then the Baron says, look, she won't be disappointed. I've hired the right people. I promise you that. If they come across the Sanctum, they'll do what they do best, right? I mean, the priests there will act hostile, like they're wont to do. And I know that woman out there with a big sword is going to act hostile back. Problem solved. And the priest goes, well, it better. You are on your last chance, Baron. You know this. No more fuck-ups. And that's when the Baron goes quiet and the priest walks out into the night. You know, if he could slam the door, but it's a Ted flap, he would. He does that kind of, just kind of like flies through it as if it's a spider web.
And Easy just scoots right as he leaves behind him back to the party and goes to Artoria.
Yeah.
Hey, Artoria.
Mm-hmm.
I think you really got chances with the Baron. I think he has the hots for you.
Hmm.
Oh my god, that's what you got from that conversation?
Well, he is a bit on the older side, but...
He's got the monies and he has this game where you play as a horse and it's amazing.
Yeah, but I quite like the general, so we'll leave it at that.
Okay, also, I heard we might die, and it's really dangerous. But the Baron thinks it's okay because your sword is really big, so you should have probably bought the bigger sword.
I don't need the bigger sword, this one is fine.
You tell yourself that.
Well, it's got us this far.
I don't know what that is. Oh, you said this far. I understood this far, and I was like, what is this far?
that's a weird British word.
Yep.
And you British slang to me.
So let's let us go northeast, and let's get me a fancier sword.
And then Easy goes to Verse and tells us, Verse, I was eavesdropping on the Baron. And he didn't mention you.
Good.
I feel like you need to work on your reputation. Have you considered wearing a hat? Okay, good talk, Verse.
I could consider wearing your intestines as a hat.
That's a good comeback, Verse. I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay, so the night goes by.
Sleep well and may your innards stay where they are.
I hope that, yes.
That's not creepy.
I'm happy I have my own tent.
Yeah, your yellow tent as well.
Which is the best color, as has been confirmed by multiple episodes in SpongeBob SquarePants.
Fucking hell,
Well, let's get ready for our day's adventure.
Okie dokie. In the morning, you wake up, breakfast is served, but the woodsmen go back to their job, and the Baron says, so are you thinking about heading out today?
Yes, we are this morning. We're just packing our things.
Perfect.
Could you make sure no one interferes with our tent?
Well, of course. I will keep the sanctity of your privacy.
But how are we gonna sleep in the forest with all the tents?
Because I'm going to take one of the tents down and bring it with me.
But there's a 2-people tent.
it'll be a little bit uncomfortable, but it'll be fine because one person will always be on watch.
It'll be like a slumber party. Remember the slumber party in the cave?
Yes, like the slumber party in the cave. So 2 will be sleeping in the tent, 1 person will be outside on watch.
Okie dokes. You don't think there's men dripping out my intestines while I sleep, right?
I have no idea what that means. Man means at any time.
Good!
You guys, such a nice party of adventurers.
As long as you get the job done.
Yep. Okay, so northeast is a section of carved out woods. I mean, it's got at least a couple of 100 yards of path that the woodsmen have steadily trampled through, creating a denuded area for you to traverse. But at the end of it, there's just a sharp bank and kind of like a floor littered with pine cones and debris and detritus and nothing. So you don't really have a path.
Alright.
Just make a path.
Alright, so you're just going to keep soldiering on.
Yeah, we just sent our human bulldozer first, just follow behind her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so can I have an intellect check from everyone?
Just
If you have anything like survival or like that kind of stuff, indeed, let me know. But if not, it's just going to be a difficulty 3.
Yes, well, if you allow me a moment, Victoria, I'll be able to tell you where we need to go in just about a minute.
oh, look at me. I don't know why it rolled difficulty 6, but oh no, it rolled 4.
What should the difficulty be, sorry?
3.
No, Adrian, what that does there is it tells you what difficulty you rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Artoria and Vers, you've been in woods before. You've explored things like in your local country, and you've also explored some uncharted lands. So you guys know what you're doing and how to be careful and what to look out for. But however, EC, as she's want to do, powers on ahead, and eventually EC, a couple of meters away from Artoria and Vers, who are making sure they're not falling down any banks or anything like that, you come across something. As you're walking, you hear funk funk beneath your footfalls. Unlike the crunching of the pine cones and the twigs, this is totally different to your ears. And you begin clearing with your feet, and below you is ground. Like, as in flat, steel-coloured ground. You've probably been travelling for about 2 hours.
Vers.
Yes.
Below. As in, look below me, under my feet. Well, not under my feet. You can't see the area directly under my feet. I mean, the general area around my feet. It's metal, Vers. You're walking on metal.
No, I'll just tap the floor.
Okay, yeah. Dink, dink, donk, donk. It's hollow.
Perhaps metal, yes. Hollow, certainly. What's inside?
It doesn't seem to have any discernible handles, holds, or anything like that.
Victoria,
Mm-hmm.
can you get in?
I could try. And Artoria will take the peck off the side of her explorer's pack
Mm-hmm.
and try and just like make a hole.
Okay. Just a difficulty 2 strength check, because you're going to have to hack at this.
And I have break inanimate object.
Ah, difficulty 1.
Of course you do.
Oh Jesus, thank God.
Yeah, thank God you really
Wow.
dislike animate objects.
Yep.
Okay, so for some reason this pick is super unwieldy, but you do manage to bang, bang, and eventually it digs completely into the steel, and you pull back the pick, and you kind of like tear away slivers of this metal, and you all hear that hideous nails on chalkboard screech as he does. And you begin using your hands, and you've created maybe a hole big enough for EC or Verse to fit down, but not you, Artoria.
Well,
He's saying you're fat.
No, I'm saying that he's wearing armor and is bulky.
yeah,
at the moment.
she's got like swords hanging off her, an explorer's pack, and a tent on the side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna drop my explorer's pack down first, and then I'm just gonna plop down on top of it once I can tell how far it fell.
EC, before you stand down, Artoria will get the longbow out and like draw an arrow back and fire it into the dark and listen to see if it travels for a long time, or if it's like a short, if it's like a straight away like a thunk, or if it's a thunk. Try to judge the distance.
Oh, I thought you were talking to Verse. So you
No,
Talking to you.
Okay, so yeah, you're gonna drop an object to just determine
Yep.
the distance. Okay, so you drop a nearby pine cone and dunk, probably less than 30 feet.
oh, well, less than 30 feet.
Yeah, because it was like nearly instant, not instant, but nearly.
Okay, 30 was a big number, and I forgot that feet is a nonsense measurement. So let me...
Fuck you.
10 meters is still quite far to fall, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is. So we should probably use the rope.
Yes. Take the rope out of your pack.
I take the rope out of my pack and I hold it in front of me.
And while they're doing that, I'll just like pop my head in and just look.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
What do I
so
see?
it's pitch black. Can you see in darkness?
I'm not sure. The wording is vague. It says you can automatically perceive creatures and objects that are normally invisible, out of phase, or only partially in this universe. When looking for things more conventionally hidden, the task is eased. So I don't know what that means.
No, that means like
Or not.
so you know, ghosts and spectral images and stuff like that. So if someone was invisible down there, I'd say yeah, sure, that'd help. But
Right,
no.
okay. Fair enough.
We'll tie the rope around EC and
Like a big annoying yo-yo.
Fucking yes, a big annoying yo-yo.
I will take her lantern out, light it for her, put it, like, give it to her so she's got it in her hand.
Yep.
And then just holding the rope, push her.
Okay, so easy. You
Oh.
dangle. You fall slightly, then dangle, and you swing like a pendulum.
It's like Mission Impossible.
At that moment, Artoria, you kind of jolt forward. I'm going to GM intrusion you. Would you like to accept it?
Yeah.
Who would you like to give experience to?
It's gotta be easy at this point.
It's gotta
right?
be EC, yeah.
Yes, so EC. And what happens is, as the rope dangles you some 5 or 6 feet into darkness, you look up and it immediately jams itself where Artoria had ripped up those strips of metal. And you know where it's created those sharp kind of triangular points? It slides straight in between one of them, cuts it. Artoria goes flying back, cracks her head on the nearby tree for 2 damage. And EC, you fall. Bang! You hit the ground, roll for 3 damage.
Oh, that's okay.
And as you stand
is this
up...
might or speed damage?
This is
Might,
mine,
right?
yeah. As you stand up, you're kind of like knee deep in something, and it's sharp, and you've got something digging in your leg, and you turn around, and in this darkness, you hold up the lantern, bring it down, and down below you, you have a sea of bones. Kind of like just as far as the light can tell, because you can't see any walls, there's just skulls, ribs, leg bones, everywhere.
Can I tell if it's human bones or animal bones?
Make an intellect check.
Well, yeah, I guess this is just straight one because I don't have anything to tell human bones apart.
Well, skulls should be super easy to identify, though, if there's any skulls. Bones
Yeah.
would be hard.
But easy is a dum-dum.
Okay.
I didn't tell me the difficulty, but...
Yeah, but you rolled, so you got a difficulty 4 there. What you can tell here, EC, is no. They are kind of larger than humans, at least maybe 1.5 times the size of humans. They have thick, brawny bones. The skull is swept back and large, and the teeth on them are sharp, kind of like normal teeth. But then where their fangs, where their canines should be, they've got proper fangs, like used for rending meat.
Verse,
Yes.
do you know? No, I wasn't going to tell you. Oh, I also fell. It hurt really badly, but that wasn't the thing. Verse, do you know how some animals, when they die, they all go to the same place, and then they all die at that place? It's like a graveyard. This is like one of those graveyards, except it's in a metal box.
Okay.
It's a bunch of corpses, Verse.
Corpses?
Well, you know...
Doesn't stink.
Well, no, not corpse. Like when you have a corpse, right? And then you put all the meat away and all the other stuff.
Skeletons.
Oh, thank you, Artoria.
Yes.
Should we still go in?
You are in.
Okay, is everyone else gonna come in?
No.
Okay, good talk, Verse. Okay, do I see anything other than boats?
You gonna move outwards?
Well, I guess, yeah.
Okay, so what you see is like lots of vines and odd bits of dead plant life dangling from what looks like pipes above you, corrugated pipes. And as you begin moving inwards, passing through these bones, in the distance, you kind of like see a safe spot. So I'm assuming you head for that.
Yes.
And as you climb to the top of it, you realise to your right, it's a set of steps that lead up to it, and you've just kind of climbed up on the other side of it. And in front of you, you see a large archway, but a lot of metal fills it. Just a big sheet metal with a kind of like a ship's wheel in the centre. And as you turn back, you can see like just the sea of glistening white and ivory. And as you turn back to the door, there's that wheel again, and the door is probably about 12 foot tall, about 10 foot wide.
Artoria,
Yes, CC.
there's a big door.
Okay, open it.
One, I obviously can't open it. I wouldn't be telling you this.
I'll have to make more room then, and I'll go to work on breaking open this
Okay.
metal.
So from down below, you see that noise is cacophonous. Is dong.
Well, then I actually try opening the door because that's annoying.
Okay, can you make a might check? And Artoria, you do manage to rip up a good size for you guys to fit down.
What difficulty?
Just roll it.
Okay, just roll it.
Hey, as you turn in the wheel, this is going to take a while.
I immediately stop once I notice it's gonna take a while.
Okay, fair enough.
To get Vers in, is there enough room so Artoria can sort of stand over the pit?
Yeah, there is
And
now.
she'll lower Vers in carefully so the rope doesn't touch.
Yep, that's fine. So you begin lowering Vers.
I'm gonna make shadow figures on the wall with my lantern,
Yeah,
like the
okay.
dog.
Oh, look at that. Oh.
It's the scarf. It's
Yeah,
like watching
Chris's
a
wife
free
was giving
panda.
him the scarf treatment.
I think she's just checking if it fits well.
Okay, yeah, so you begin lowering Vers, and Vers, holding the lantern out, looking down, you do see like a lot of animal bones. Immediately, they look humanoid, but not human.
Well, at least that wasn't made up.
Look, there's a bunny.
It's about 100 feet from you, just see Easy with her lantern on the floor making bunny shadow figures.
You see,
Yeah.
I feel like you should maybe talk less.
Oh, Artoria
Make
said
more
that to me
sense
just...
sometimes.
I'll try making sense. There's a door here, Vers.
Yes. And I'll go and have a look at the bones.
Okay.
Yep. Is there a tree nearby where I can get myself down, or
Yeah, there is. Like I said, you're in these The place is absolutely huge.
I'll
These
just
trees and stuff.
tie a rope off around a tree,
Yep.
and I'm trying to think of any way to like stop the rope from cutting on this metal. While I'm up here, I will try and peel some of the bark off
Yep. That's easy.
the tree.
So you're up here by yourself, Artoria.
Yep.
Can you make a intellect check? You hear something in the distance, but you turn to your right. You look to your right across the woods, and you hear as twigs are being crunched, and then you and then it goes. Yeah, you draw your sword and you hear silence, just nothing. You look up and some of the branches above your head are shaking, and a pine cone drops on the floor next to you. You just begin looking around. You can't seem to see anything.
Yeah, at that point, it's like Leroy grabbed the rope and just jumped down the hole.
So, Furs, you just see a panicked Artoria above you leap down, hang slightly, and then begin sliding down the rope.
Hello again.
There's something up there, Vers. I need you to do that thing you do with your eyes.
And I'll just look up and I assume I see only a hole.
Yeah, you just see a hole and some of the canopy, yeah.
Don't see anything.
There's definitely something up there. It's coming this way.
Good. Then we'll know what it is. Have you
Judging
tried
by-
saying hello to it?
I could also try getting into the door.
I will try the door. You do the talking, I'll try the door.
Alright, so Artoria, you
Try
wade.
cutting.
You try to cut it. Wade through the bones towards the door. Vers, are you staying in the centre, or are you just looking up? Or are you
Yeah.
heading with them?
Yeah, I'll stay and just look.
So as Artoria heads towards the door above you, Vers, you do see the flash of something, like dark shadow, and then you can hear a faint sound, but you're not quite sure what it is. Do you want to make a intellect roll if you have perception, or
I have sensing danger.
that would? I'll give it to you. Yeah, why not? So difficulty 5 down to 4.
Look at you, Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, it's Spidey sense. Okay, so you can't quite tell what that. Yeah, you can't quite tell what that sound is, but you do hear a.
Well, Artoria,
Mm-hmm.
there does seem to be something coming this way.
Yes, come towards us. Get to this high ground here where the door is.
But you told me to look to see what it was.
Just get over here, Vers.
Does anyone make sense in this world? Christ. And then I'll walk over.
Okay, yeah, you wade through the bones back up to it, and then you guys can all hear it now.
Right, Vers, I need you to get that door open, and Artoria will stand on like the stairwell with their double-handed sword and their buckler on. Be like, I'm gonna have any cunt that comes up this stair.
Yeah. Okay, so let me picture this for you. Stand on this set of stairs. Above you is a ceiling. About 100 feet out, just in this sea of bones, is one ray of light beaming down from the ceiling. So it's quite far away. And then you guys all kind of there's a pregnant pause where you guys are all silent, and all you can hear is your breathing. When you then hear, and above you the ground shakes, and where you had climbed in, dust and dirt and debris begin raining down. The rope is snapped, and you see it goes snake upwards, sorry, not snapped, and then you hear boom, boom, bang, bang, and darkness. That area of light over there that you had climbed down in is now covered by something, and there's no longer any sunshine blazing down from there.
That really sucks. We only just got
Get
that rope.
the door open.
Yes, let me have a look. And I'll activate one of my... I think they're basically like the snap sticks you have at raves. Mine are glow globes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So I activated one of the minor glow globes. And
Yeah, you
well, let's
begins floating.
have a look.
Okay, it lights up this
Oh.
huge steel door.
Yeah, I'll take my time and have a look and see if I can get it open.
Okay.
Is it Like, does it seem like it just has a mechanism with the wheel, or is there a locking mechanism, or...
It looks like it's just to do with the wheel.
Okay.
I would like to tell an anecdote about door opening.
Sure. Sure.
Well, Artoria, I don't think that it's really up to me to open this door. Could you just turn this wheel, please?
Sure.
Okay, if Victoria does this, she doesn't need an anecdote to do this.
An anecdote always helps.
Alright,
Fine.
make a might check, Artoria.
And I will edge.
Oh, fine, you'll get an anecdote. So when I was younger, my dad, right, we had this thing that cooled meat and stuff. And it had this really heavy door, and I was gonna get a midnight snack at some point, like this really nice fruity drink from the fridge. Fridge is what we called it. I assume there are no fridges in the Numenera world, but I wouldn't know.
No.
And the door was stuck. It was the worst thing ever. Well, you didn't even need that. Anyway. So I got my dad, and he first off told me I was stupid for waking him in the night, and second off, he showed me that he had locked the door with a lock.
And then
I
Artoria...
think it's her talking makes her fucking do it.
Boom, and you'll hear a loud clunk as a locking mechanism is now unlocked.
She did faster because she wanted to go away from EC.
Yep.
And Altoria, you go to push it forward just automatically. You realise, wait, no. Whatever this was, you are inside already. And then you have to open it towards you. And the other side, as you open the double doors, realise they don't have an opening mechanism. Whatever this was, this area you're in, it was probably meant to be some sort of safe haven for these things, and was really their grave. But as you walk out in front of you, behind you, Ver's globe. It's really difficult to say that. Globe. Lights up a balcony of sorts overlooking a large girder that rises up maybe 20, 30 feet above you to a ceiling where you see a set of metal stairs that have long rusted and rotted, and they kind of like as if someone's torn them in half. They're about 10 feet up, so you have to throw a rope and try and climb up. But below you, surrounding the girder, is more stairs. And more curiously, to your right is a box. A large box, probably about 6 foot tall by about 3 foot wide. And it's got a window that's all dusty and dirty on the front. It's got stuff inside. It's like a chest of sorts that tantalizes you. It's got... looks like old stuff inside. Some of it looks shiny, in fact. Cylindrical and shiny. And you look to your right, and there's some slots and some gaps. It looks like some sort of weird old magical puzzle box.
Vers.
Yes.
This has got you written all over it.
Okay. I'll go and have a
Doesn't
look.
actually, though. There's no writing on it.
Okay, so I'll do a quick drawing.
I'll turn back to Artoria and say, I don't see it.
It's the box.
Yes, you said my name was written all over it.
I knew he would say that.
And Artoria writes Vers in the dust.
Yeah.
Yes, I see what you're doing, but...
She means you're supposed to open it because we are both dum-dums.
Yes.
Oh, again, makes sense sometimes, honestly.
You, box, open it.
Yes, I got you now, thank you.
Okay.
And then I'll go and have a look to see if I can find out if I want to open this box first of all.
Okay.
I understood what you meant, Atoria.
Thank you, EC.
What difficulty should it be to find out some information about the... Oh, okay. Well, in that case...
Well, even the dum-dums could have solved this.
It's definitely a chest that stores treasure. You can see inside it as you move the dust away. It has a lock on the side. Looks like the front-facing part of it is a door of sorts, and someone has locked it with an old padlock.
Okay. I'll take out my thieves' tools, have a look to see what this look like, and then I'll try and unlock it.
You can make the try if you want.
Is that speed or intellect?
It's intellect.
Okay.
Are you trained in the tools?
I'm not trained in the tools, but I am trained in learning how to open the lock, basically, with clean information.
Oh, okay, difficulty 3 then. Oh, I'm assuming you spent intellect.
No, I have. Whenever I take my time to do something, I always have an asset as well.
Oh, okay, nice. Okay, so
Whenever it's non-combat, I have an asset.
so you're like, and it managed to unlock with a slight satisfying popping sound, and the door is easily open. It stuck slightly because of how old it is. You do manage to, and all of these cylindrical objects kind of like fall down, and as you look down, you realise there's like a section for them to pull in, and you realise there was a flap at the bottom as well. You could stick your hand in, and as you cylindrical shiny object in front of you, it's got some sort of tag on top.
I'm really, really struggling to understand what the fuck this is.
Surely you must know.
Would you like to open it?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, there's a slight satisfying sound, and a fragrant, sugary aura comes from it.
Ah, okay.
Congratulations, you just discovered a vending machine.
Oh, fuck you.
Now I understood, yeah.
I figured out what it was when he drew the picture.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see a picture.
Oh.
Oh, okay, yeah, that helps.
Yeah, okay, so as
My character sheet was over it, sorry.
Yeah, as you are... It smells quite satisfying. Would you like to take a sip?
A very small one.
It's sugary. It's tasty.
I'll just pass over to easy.
Uh-oh, no.
It's a Red Bull.
It fucking well is!
I smell it and then gulps
okay.
it down.
Yeah, okay, so the moment it hits your system, you see, your heart boof, 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 just begins to beat really fast. Yeah, you just got a hit of caffeine.
And he froze in the best way possible.
Has he frozen, or is that him actually doing that?
No, that's
He has froze, that's amazing! It's the space that's perfect.
His roommates turned the internet off.
It probably could have, but I'm fucking making that massive. You gotta see this. Oh, he actually looks like he's just gone into caffeine overdrive.
Yeah, exactly. Too perfect.
Oh, grand stuff. Okay, so
I think we can conclude that at this point, EC has overdosed on caffeine.
Yeah, she's either died or she's just talking so fast it's become one silent. Yep. Okay, so as EC is talking, below and to your left is a set of stairs that cling to this girder in the centre of this cylindrical shaft, and they head down into the darkness. The ones that head up to another hatch are 10 foot up in the air, and you can see some... and below you and around you is the ruins of what used to be the staircase that led to them.
We'll just go down, because whatever that was that jumped out of the trees is up there.
Okay.
Maybe he's... Yeah, he said his computer's crashed. Alright, he'll be right back in a minute, won't he? Okay, so, you begin heading down the stairs, and your footfalls clop against the metallic flooring. However...
Okay.
Oh yeah, you've got drift globe, sorry. I was going to say, how are you lighting this?
Yeah. Artoria,
Yes.
what now?
We explore down here until that creature goes away, and then we press on.
But we haven't tried talking to it.
I don't think it's in the mood for talking.
You can discern its mood.
Yes, I can.
How?
By its actions.
Which are?
Jumping down, slamming the ground ominously, pulling up the rope to try and get whatever was on it to eat it.
Yes, it does resemble you in a lot of ways, doesn't it?
It does, yes. It's like me, so I understand it. It eats
Very well.
men.
Oh, wow.
You eat men?
Yes.
Unexpected. What do they taste like?
Oh, well, that's a whole different conversation, Murs.
Oh my god, you two, what the fuck?
I'll tell you someday when your mind may not explode.
I do not think the mind is a physical thing. I don't think it explodes. So I'm not sure why it would. It's strange.
Yes, we'll just leave it at that it's strange.
Okay, so
Yes.
you guys are walking
You
down
are
this
strange.
staircase.
And you'll get the eyebrows of fucking coming from you?
Vers, as you guys are walking down this staircase, I am going to give you a GM intrusion. Would you like to do something about that, or would you accept it?
Let's accept it. It's more fun.
Okay, so EC's blah 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 behind you as she's just talking bullshit, and it's beginning to grate on you slightly as you're talking to Artoria, and Artoria's in front of you, and in this, as you take one step, Artoria's weight had already weakened it slightly, and she turns just at the last moment to try to warn you, but your foot goes straight through one of the steps, and you fall. And you begin to scrape against the side of the wall, but you then fall against the set of stairs below you, and then fall through them, and then the set of stairs below you again.
Oh.
But that one thankfully blocks your fall, and you take 3 damage to your might pool.
Ouch.
Who else are you giving the experience to?
Let's give it to Artoria.
Okay. So yeah, Artoria, you quickly look over the railing, and you see Vers has fallen about, luckily, 10 foot at a time, because he's just...
Yep.
Yeah, he's fallen through 2 sets of stairs, but they've stopped him every time before falling. And the noise was cacophonous.
Artoria will make her way down towards him precariously.
Okay, yep. So EC leaps over the broken stair. Sorry, and on the next set, you leap back over that one as well, and then you find Vers just standing up, stretching.
Are you okay, Vers?
Yes. Ow. Yeah.
When we're travelling here, Artoria will take out a rope, tie it around her waist,
Mm-hmm.
and tie it around Vers's waist.
But I don't know if that's a good idea. You said that you're like that thing, and that thing wanted to eat what was at the end of the rope.
It won't eat you, don't worry, Vers.
Are you sure?
I like you too much.
Well, you seem to want to eat the men that you like, so I'm not sure if that works.
Not in that way, Vers. I don't like you in that way.
And yeah, I'll accept the rope being tied around.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys, do you tie easy to your rope as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so you tie EC and she's chatting away. As you reach the bottom of this staircase, you've probably travelled maybe 200 feet deep into this cylindrical complex, and at the bottom is filled with about 3 or 4 inch deep of mulch and kind of mud and water. And you do hear the slight dripping as well, and you tell that it's been dripping down from above. To your right and left, there are a set of doors. One is wide open and looks like it's never really been closed. The other, however, is shut and has a kind of like a porthole window. It's too dirty, like, from the other side.
Is there a way to open the door?
Currently, no. There's no handle or anything.
Does it look like one of those big metal doors, or...?
No, it's smaller. In the same vein and shape, but smaller.
Crowbar time.
Okay. You're going to crowbar it open, so that gives you
Yep.
an asset, so difficulty 3.
I intend to break this door as well.
Oh yeah, this big metal door. You can hit it with the crowbar. Go ahead.
So it's
Difficulty
difficulty 2. And I will edge.
Cool. Edging. Nice. Okay, so Artori, you go bang, and it opens because you just had to push it.
Well, it's broken now.
Yeah, it's definitely broken. So,
Well,
to be fair, Arlo, he didn't say I've got to pull or push the door.
No, I
Okay?
know. I
It's
love it. It's the same thing with everyone in D&D as well. Like, there's a door. Oh God, what do we do?
attack it!
So Artori's giving it a full-on whack, dented it. That'll never shut again. That'll teach that door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll learn it.
And in front of you is a long corridor, and the glow globe lights up like kind of a collapsed part of the tunnel on the left, just covering it diagonally. You could shift over the top of that rubble and carry on if you want.
What do you think, Burs?
Well, I think it should be okay. I think we can traverse it.
Okay. Artoria will go first then.
Okay, so you guys head down this tunnel, and when you get to the rubble, there's a good amount of space, so you just climb over and slide through it, get to the other side, and you see it opens up into another cylindrical kind of shaft with a girder in the centre. But as you guys shift in, this one only has a balcony, doesn't seem to have any stairs, but as you look over the balcony to your right, over the balustrade, you see another balcony to your right, like drop about 20 foot down. There's another balcony and another set of doors that lead off, and you look up and down and you go, oh my god, there's at least a dozen of these dotted up and down all over the place.
Well, how do you feel about abseiling, Burs?
About what?
Abseiling.
About what?
Rappelling on a rope and swinging, and then you're going to jump onto that balcony over there.
The first two parts sound good.
Okay, well, we're doing it.
Oh god, okay.
Would you like to go first?
Sure. I'm assuming how big a gap is there between these balconies?
5 foot along, 20 feet down.
So we could use the rope and then just step off onto the other balcony,
Yeah,
the other
just give it a
side.
little bit of a swing, and then you can grab onto
Yeah.
the banister and then climb over, yeah?
Yeah. Well, we'll do that then. We'll set the rope up so it does that.
Okay, so both of you, if you're going to complete this maneuver, you need to make might checks. You are helping one another, you've got the asset rope. Difficulty 1.
Alright, I don't think I can feel that.
Well...
Oh, look at that.
Okay, so first
I
of
didn't
all...
fight it though.
No,
Can my 20 cancel out his 1?
wait a minute. Oh, so yeah.
So if he slips, I want to grab him as I'm holding onto the...
Well, he managed to reduce it to a difficulty 0 somehow.
Yeah, I still have an asset. I'm not
No,
in
he's
combat.
difficulty 1.
Oh, yeah, so he automatically succeeds. He didn't even need to roll.
Exactly, but I still get the GM intrusion on a 1.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I thought the rules stated that if you manage to pass, there's not even a roll.
Oh, okay. I don't know about that.
But I like this.
That's
Thank you.
I like the idea more of
Yeah, the
succeeding at a cost rather than just
Mhm.
auto succeeding.
Yep. Okay, so Artoria, yeah, with your nat 20, you wanted to...
If I see him falling, just grab him and throw him onto
I'll tell you
the
what.
balcony.
I'll tell you what. You can cancel out the GM intrusion if you pass a might check of difficulty 3. If you fail, right, there's the risk. You get a GM intrusion.
Yeah, I can't have Burs follow that way.
Nice. I like the risk.
So I'm going to edge again.
Difficulty 2.
I have climbing and jumping, both as trained skills.
Difficulty 1. Nice. Well, you're doing well today. You managed to grab Vers just in time and yank him back up. prevent him from falling. I don't know. The darkness below looks like he'd go on for hundreds of feet. So yeah, he's back up onto the balcony that you guys had managed to get to originally.
Please don't do that again, Verse.
Well, it was your suggestion, remember?
Yes, but it was a relatively simple task.
For you, yes.
Oh, apologies. Well, you're here now. You're safe, and she'll like dust you down a little bit
Mm-hmm.
and wait for EC.
Okay, so first of all, we have a problem that Adrian's not able to get back at the moment, so we'll have to pretend that EC is... Because I actually don't know what Adrian would do as EC. She's such a character that you just can't predict what she'll do next.
Swan dive.
Go back to the vending machine and get another Red Bull.
Probably. Probably, yeah.
Do you want to take a few minutes break to these back then?
Well, I was only going to play for another 15 more minutes, so...
You can pause for 5 and then play for 15.
Go on.
Alright, we'll
It's
pause for 5. We will be right back in 5. Okay, so we're back.
So we're ready for-
We just have to make sure that Adrian's quiet so his housemate doesn't run in and turn his internet off.
What an absolute bitch move.
If you're gonna
I
fight him,
can't even-
fight him naked, because nobody wants to fight a naked man.
Okay, so do you want an update on what happened, EC?
Apparently EC just crashed after drinking caffeine.
Yeah. Okay, so they headed downstairs to the bottom. Ver's got a GM intrusion where he fell down some stairs. We reached the bottom. There was a door that Artoria automatically went, I'm going to break it down. But the moment she hit it, she realised she could have just pushed it open. And we climbed through a tunnel. And now we've reached a balcony. And to our right and down is another balcony, just like that. So you're in another cylindrical shaft. And they decided to tie some ropes to the balustrade, and then Vers and Artoria were going to leap down to get to the other side, the balcony just below you. Turns out, though, Artoria rolls a nat 20 and Vers rolls a nat 1. So, Artoria, with a nat 20, decided to spend it on rescuing Vers from falling 100 and odd feet to his death.
Good.
So, you guys are now on the balcony, overlooking this girder in the centre of this cylindrical shaft, and to your right and down there's another one of those balconies.
And this now ties into the dilemma of Artoria's connection to Vers. Of whether or not she wants to kill him or not yet. That could have went two ways.
Forgot about that shit.
So we're just waiting, looking at EC like,
We want to jump to the other balcony?
no, you come down the rope and all you have to do is like swing a little bit.
God. Maybe. 20. I'll be close.
It's only like 20 feet, you'll be fine.
I still have rope.
Yeah, but there's rope hanging, so you climb down the rope, and then you swing, and you reach out and grab the balcony, and then you pull yourself on.
Sure.
It's like a difficulty 1 task.
Is it?
Difficulty 3, but you guys managed to drop it down to 1 because you've got climbing and Vers has got some asset thing.
And the rope gives you an asset.
I don't know why I'm whispering.
So the agent's roommate can't hear you.
Oh yeah, because he might just throw the
Turn your
router out the
internet
window. Okay, so it's going to be a might roll to get down there. And the rope...
Oh,
my-
Jesus Christ. Can I spend an experience to catch her?
Yes?
Yep.
That is a thing. That is a thing. So yes, you spend an experience, and just as EC goes to leap off, and you realise she's forgotten to tie the rope around her, you realise that would have gone terribly wrong. You know, like those cat videos where they jump, but they just jump in the spot because it's so slippery. EC was about to do a cat meme video and just fall. And you just go, no, grab a belt, pull her back onto the balcony.
That's just like falling past, just like fucking...
Yep.
Oh, Jesus. This is going to put years on me.
I mean, women of age are very attractive.
Thank you, EC. Just you two get through the door.
Yes.
And don't go near any stairs, edges, ledges, balconies,
What about holes?
holes.
I mean, they do have holes.
What's through the door?
There's a balcony. There's another balcony below you there.
Thought you were drawing a dick.
I know, it wasn't meant to look like that, but it ended up kind of going that way.
What
So-
the fuck is that?
That's the circle
That-
where you
that-
come down.
That doesn't make it any better. None of this is making it better.
Okay, I'll stop. Oh god, oh god. Oh god! I tried drawing a map, alright? Okay.
Yes.
There is another door if you wanted to head back through the tunnel.
So you've got a circle like that, and like the hallway leading off it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where the balcony was,
Mhm.
into like this circle chamber,
Yep.
and then we jumped to a balcony that's down here.
Well, you haven't. You've all failed.
So where are we presently? I thought we got down that balcony.
No,
That's
no,
wrong.
no. So far, you're here still. What's happened is Verz has failed. You've dragged him back up.
Ah,
Lisa's
right.
failed. You dragged them back up. You're still up on the balcony going, "What the fuck, people?"
Right.
Like,
Can I abseil down with one of them? Like, get the rope. Like, because we got 50 foot of rope and it's only a 20-foot difference. So, like, feed the rope around me and then do, like, one of those little, like, knots that you carry people with. Put their
Yeah.
legs in. And then lower myself down with them and, like, swing and then plop them onto the balcony. So they're basically holding on to Artoria as she swings,
I'll
grabs the
tell you
balcony.
what. If you all make a climbing and check and roll, just roll a less than a difficulty 1, you all succeed. All right.
I'm gonna roll a 1 now, you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, finally! Verz, who originally fucked up, goes, "I don't need you," and just manages to abseil down on himself, like, without any help. And Altoria gets to the bottom and then catches, like a big boy, then catches EC at the last moment, putting her on the balcony.
What is my
Behind you.
major effect?
Normally it's only in combat, but like I said, you could have made that jump without leaving the rope with a natural 20.
Alright, fair
You
enough.
just leapt down like a cat and landed gracefully. But yes, there is now one of those doors right in front of you. Similar to the one you broke.
I will try and push it open.
It opens with a kind of revealing a tunnel. And in front of you, the lights above you, whatever the magical lights were, are flicking ding 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 on and off. Like leaving a kind of strobe light effect down the corridor.
Ominous. Great sort out.
Yeah, and just in ahead of you, you see a figure at the distance, at 60 foot at the end of the tunnel. It stares down the tunnel at you, and then just moves off down the left, disappearing from view.
Well, looks like we're not alone.
You all hear a voice. Go away. It seems to come from above you.
I look above me.
There's nothing up there, you go. Not even with the glow globe do you see anything up there.
Another ghost.
Well, I take that as an invitation. What about the rest of you?
Very well.
I mean, we did become friends with the last ghost.
I'm going to use my 1 action rest here.
Okay. You take a deep breath. 3 points.
Yeah, I'll do the same. I'll have a breather. That didn't roll it, did it?
I don't see anything.
You have to, where it says recovery.
Yeah,
No,
I just
you
clicked
got
that.
So 3 points. What about you, EC? Are you going to do the same?
You see? She does.
Yeah, for 1 point.
Wow.
And I'll affix my buckler to my arm and press forward.
Okay, so you press forward down this tunnel, Artoria. Who's in the middle?
I assume Furs with the light.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's creepy. Fucking hell. I'm trying to tell some like, horror story, and in the background, fucking, like, Arne's door just opens on his own.
I have cats, remember?
Yeah, I know, but it did look creepy if you didn't know that you had cats. Okay, so as you guys press on, so we got Artoria at the front, Vers in the middle, I'm assuming, and EC at the back. Okay, so as you press on, around about the middle of the tunnel, EC, you feel this presence, a coldness travel down your spine. As you turn around, you see the figure again, but back where you'd come from. This dark, shadowy figure floating about maybe a foot off of the ground, rope around its neck, and its neck's bent slightly off to the right. And as you stare at it, you hear this voice. GM intrusion. Would you like to accept it, EC, or would you like to refuse it?
Oh, sure.
And of course,
Goes.
who else would you like to give an experience to?
Anna.
Okay, so first you get an experience. And EC, you kind of like screech as you fall to your knees. And an intense headache racks your body. You begin to see auras of flashing light. And then this thing begins to float towards you. And then suddenly it's right in front of you. Artoria, Vers, you both hear this screech come from EC. And as you turn, she's laying on the floor. And you suffer 4 intellect damage.
Do I see anything at this point?
You can make your roll.
Difficulty?
4. But for you, 3. And right.
I'm not sure if that's right. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure because you said 3 and I put the acid in there, which I have. But
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yep. And Vers, you see this ghost, this vision of this ghost flashing in and out of reality right in front of, above EC, assaulting her with what looks like some sort of spectral arms that hang loose from her shoulders. The rope that's wrapped around her neck, that's snapped her neck, kind of like disappears a few feet above her, as if it's just part of her image, part of her assemble. And at that moment, Artoria, it flashes into view slightly as well. And as this ghost begins to assault EC and EC stands to defend herself, that is where we will end today's session and pick up the fight next time we begin. Okay, so we won't be playing next week because Arne is unable to attend. So we'll pick straight back up in 2 weeks' time.
So that was, 7 minutes after my
Yeah.
internet went out? Fucking couldn't even wait.
Roommates be cray.